Ever notice that some people move through life quietly, without needing the spotlight, yet command a deep sense of respect wherever they go? They're not loud, they're not flashy, and they definitely don't seek approval, but their presence is impossible to ignore. These are the Sigma males, the lone wolves who operate on their own terms. They keep their thoughts close, their moves calculated, and their energy focused, while leaving everyone wondering what's really going on in their heads. Today, we're diving deep into the 10 things a Sigma male would never tell you, but you might have always sensed. They don't crave your validation. Unlike many people, Sigma males operate without needing approval from others. They don't need likes on social media or constant reassurance to feel good about themselves. Their sense of self-worth comes from within, and they are comfortable with who they are. You may never hear a Sigma male openly admit that they are unbothered by others' opinions because they don't need to. They don't find it necessary to convince anyone of their indifference or independence. To them, showing or telling people that they don't care about external validation would be a contradiction. Their behavior says enough. They move in silence, trusting their instincts and knowing that their path is their own to walk. It's not about defying society or being rebellious for the sake of it, but simply living by their own rules. This quiet self-assuredness is something they live by, but they would never feel the need to say out loud. They observe more than they speak. Sigma males are keen observers, constantly absorbing the world around them without needing to be the center of attention. You won't hear them bragging about how perceptive they are, but make no mistake, they notice everything. Whether it's subtle changes in behavior, a shift in someone's tone, or a quiet moment of tension, Sigma males are tuned into their environment in ways others often overlook. Their observational skills give them a unique advantage in social situations, as they can sense dynamics that might go unnoticed by others. But you'll never hear them boast about this talent because it's just part of who they are. They use this skill strategically, quietly adjusting their actions based on what they've noticed, all without making a show of it. They value solitude over socializing. While most people are busy filling their schedules with social events and gatherings, Sigma males find true peace in solitude. They enjoy their own company and don't feel pressured to be part of the crowd. You won't hear them complaining about being alone or broadcasting their preference for solitude because, to them, it's a natural state of being. They are content with their own thoughts and find that their most creative and productive moments come when they're by themselves. This doesn't mean they dislike people, but they simply don't need the constant interaction that others may crave. Their strength comes from within, and they would never seek sympathy or understanding for their preference to be alone. They have a plan, even if you don't see it. Sigma males are often mistaken for being laid back or indifferent, but in reality, they have a clear sense of direction. They might not share their goals or plans with others, as they prefer to work in silence and let their actions speak for themselves. They believe that telling others about their ambitions can invite unnecessary opinions or distractions, so they keep their moves under wraps until it's time to reveal them. This doesn't mean they are secretive for the sake of it, but they understand the power of privacy. By keeping their plans close to their chest, Sigma males maintain control over their path without interference. They would never openly admit that they've been planning something all along, because they don't need to. They trust that their actions will eventually make it clear. They are incredibly loyal, but you won't hear about it. Loyalty is a core value for Sigma males, but they don't need to advertise it. While some people feel the need to declare their loyalty to others or prove their trustworthiness through words, Sigma males let their actions speak. You may not even realize how loyal they are until you're in a situation that tests it. They'll stand by those they care about without fanfare or expectations of recognition. They don't need to tell you that they have your back. You'll know it through the way they quietly support and protect you. This quiet, unwavering loyalty is something Sigma males carry with them, but you won't hear them talking about it because, for them, true loyalty doesn't need to be proclaimed. It's shown through action. They don't play by society's rules, but they don't brag about it. Sigma males naturally move outside the conventional frameworks of society, but they aren't loud about it. They reject societal expectations not because they want to rebel, but because they genuinely see the world differently. They carve their own path, often breaking the mold of what's expected in terms of career, relationships, and personal conduct. You won't hear them bragging about how they're different or how they refuse to conform, because to them, it's not something to boast about. It's simply how they live. They don't feel the need to prove anything to society, nor do they have an interest in convincing others to adopt their way of thinking. Their unconventional approach to life is a deeply personal choice, one they make without needing to validate it through words. They are strategic with their time and energy. Sigma males are highly selective about where they invest their time and energy. They understand the value of both, and they refuse to waste either on things or people that don't serve their long-term vision. However, you won't hear them lecturing others about the importance of time management or explaining why they've cut someone off. Instead, they quietly make decisions that preserve their mental, emotional, and physical well-being. They are masters at prioritizing what matters, and if something or someone isn't worth their time, they won't hesitate to step back. But they'll do it without fanfare or explanation because they don't feel the need to justify their choices. This sense of inner clarity and control over their life's direction is something they hold dear, but you won't hear them discussing it. They embrace change, but won't announce it. Sigma males understand that change is inevitable, and they have a unique ability to adapt to new circumstances without resistance. While others might complain or struggle with transitions, Sigma males quietly shift their mindset and behavior to align with a new reality. They don't need to tell you that they've embraced change because, for them, it's a natural part of growth. You may notice that they seem unfazed by challenges or upheavals, but you won't hear them giving speeches about how adaptable they are. They internalize the lessons that come with change and use them to grow stronger, without needing to vocalize it. They don't need a large circle, but they don't explain why. Sigma males tend to keep a small, tight-knit circle of people around them. They don't feel the need to have a large group of friends or acquaintances, as they prioritize quality over quantity when it comes to relationships. You won't hear them justifying why they prefer a smaller circle or explaining their selective approach to friendships. It's not something they feel the need to discuss because it's a deeply personal preference. They value meaningful connections with a few people rather than spreading their energy across many shallow interactions. This quiet confidence in their relationship choices is part of what makes them stand out, but they don't feel the need to talk about it. They are more emotional than they seem, but they hide it well. Although Sigma males may come across as stoic and unfeeling, the truth is that they experience emotions just as deeply as anyone else. The difference is that they don't broadcast their feelings. They process their emotions internally, often reflecting on them in private rather than sharing them openly. You won't hear a Sigma male discussing his emotional state or seeking sympathy because he views emotions as something to manage personally. This doesn't mean they are cold or detached. Rather, they simply choose to handle their feelings in their own way, without needing validation or comfort from others. Their ability to remain calm and composed in emotional situations often gives the impression that they are unaffected, but beneath the surface, they are quietly working through their thoughts and feelings.